All right. Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing fine. Welcome to the show. So, last time we spoke, we were talking about the pound, right? And the rally on the news that uh, a deal was achieved, right, between the EU and the UK, right? So the pound rallied about from low to high about 182 pips. Yep, 182 pips, 185 pips or so. And now the pound has completely erased those gains, right? And let's talk about some levels that we can actually trade from. So let's go to the 2 hour chart, right? And right now, the pound is bouncing from the 132.45, the pound against the USD, right? Bouncing from the 132.45. And before I continue, please just if you have any questions, just post it on the chat. I will be more than happy to respond to anything you have in mind, right? So today we're going to talk about the pound, and we're going to talk about well, the pound versus the US dollar, the pound versus the Japanese yen, and we're going to talk about gold. Okay, let's start. Let's start with the pound. Let me just. I'm looking at my other screen to just to. I'm setting up the chat on YouTube on the other screen. Right. So the pound, right? The pound versus the US dollar. Let's go to the higher time frames actually. Let's start with the 4 hour chart, and let's have a look at some structures, right? Market structures, very important. From the lows on September 25, um, we can draw a let me just grab the correct one, a trend line, right? And if we clone this trend line and grab the I'm sorry, the high of the move, well, it's not exactly as well, it's not exactly being respected, but you can see that we've had some rejection at the top of this structure. Now, let me just erase every single drawing that I have here right now. And let's go to the daily chart to start off. The massive level on the daily was this one right here, I reckon, right? Around the 135. So if we grab these lows, right? This is the exact level that the pound versus the US dollar has been rejected once, twice, and now a third time. So this is kind of important because technically speaking, this chart looks extremely bearish to me, right? Why? Because right now we have again rejected the same level, the 135. Not only that, but um, if we go to the 4 hour chart, right? And yeah, if we go to the 4 hour chart, right now we are breaking or retesting the immediate structure, the immediate bullish structure, right? And we have also made a lower high. Now, this market is extremely volatile at the moment because any news regarding Brexit is going to have an impact on it, right? But if we focus on just technicals, what I'm looking for is this reaction to this, the reaction to this very important point, right? Let's go to the hourly, and right now it seems like we have faked out of the 132.70 and the immediate structure. But again, the news today was that the deal that was supposed to happen. Actually, let me show you the my news terminal. We've had a lot of talks about the Brexit and where is it? Chances of a UK EU post Brexit trade deal fall on online betting sites. Well, I mean that's just the odds, right? But apparently, the negotiations between the UK and the EU have turned a little dark, right? So the pound has been falling, and right now, what is supporting this this level is, I reckon, um, a um, a move on the US dollar, right? Now, let me just delete this. This is very interesting to me, right? The US dollar seems to have rejected the lows that we talked about the last time that we were together, and not only that, but it kind of has failed to move above this level right here, the 91.15 to 91.20. We're talking about the DXY, right? The US dollar currency index. So even though we have seen some somewhat of a strength in the US dollar, the moves to the upside have been capped by this level, right? And by looking at this chart, what I see is just a continuation pattern for more downside on the US dollar. So more downside on the US dollar, or US dollar weakness, going to be bullish for the pound versus the US dollar. But again, this market is very, very engaged with any Brexit news. So if we were trading hi Yosef, how are you? If we were trading in normal times, this would be a good level to look for longs, or at the breakout and retest to look for shorts. But right now, the reality of a deal between the UK and the EU, it's a little gray, in the sense that nothing has been mentioned by both parties on the same pace. So I do believe that if the chatter continues as is, we are going to move. The pound is going to depreciate, right? Now, if the pound breaks and retests this level, the next level to the downside would be the previous lows right here. So we're talking about a 1.10% move to the downside, or a 150 pip move to the downside. Now, if the surprise comes on the wires that a deal has been achieved and it will be signed, etc., we're definitely moving higher, and at least we're talking about a 225 pip move to the upside. But again, technically speaking, it looks very good. I mean, this level looks very strong, technically speaking, but just because of the reality um, of the deal between the UK and the EU, I wouldn't trust any level whatsoever here on this market. Now, talking about gold looks a little tired in the sense that, well, for starters, let's go to the 4-hour chart, right? And the last time that we were together, I was talking about how gold broke to the upside a midterm bearish structure, right? So I was looking for buys in gold, but now, yesterday gold completely dipped, and right now, if you look at the 15-minute chart, this level right here is looking pretty solid. Okay, now I don't know if I'm sorry, I don't know if you are going to or you are looking to trade gold, but in my opinion, anything below these levels should be bearish for today, right? And price action on the very, very low time frames uh, is also looking very bearish, right? More so because we have seen some spikes on the US dollar. Now, if the if bulls manage to break to the upside and we have a US dollar rally, gold is definitely going to dip, right? And if we're looking to a downside in gold just for today, right? Targets should be around the 1815.60 or 1815.50 or the 161.8 retracement of the last pullback, right? And well, the reason that I'm looking to for more downside in gold too is because the moves to the downside are very strong and the move to the upside are very choppy. So the impulse is bearish at the moment. And when we broke with this level and we retested the level right here, we created somewhat a continuation pattern, right? And the targets, the calculated targets are around the 1815, I'm sorry, is the 161.8 retracement of this pattern, right? But let's look at the two possible scenarios in gold. Now, if bulls manage to break to the upside and break with these highs, which are today's highs, I think let's grab the indicator just to be sure. So these are today's highs exactly, right? And right here, these are today's lows. If bulls manage to break with today's highs, a retest of today's highs would give us a very nice opportunity to buy into that strength. Now, targets to the upside, that and this is the thing, targets to the upside should be, well, today is Thursday, so this is Wednesday, Tuesday's lows around the 1855, let's call it, or these lows right here. And this is the reason that a move to the upside or a buy in gold at the retest of this level, if bulls manage to push price up and break this level, and the retest of this level is not very deep, yeah, we might get a nice risk to reward opportunity to buy into the strength. But I'm just looking at more, well, a more downside uh, right now, more so because also on the immediate term, gold is being capped by this level right here. So this is kind of strong. This is very strong. Actually, we can go ahead and look at the volume profile on gold futures just to be sure, right? Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? That'll be fun. So to really have a look at today's volume, we have to go to the lower, very low time frames, right? And this is not, I mean, going to the 5-minute chart is not something that is tradable, in my opinion. But to really look at today's volume, we need to go to the very low time frames. So this is today's session volume profile, right? This is today's range, today's highs, and today's lows, right? And most of the volume, or most of the volume, has been traded here at between the 1840, let's call it 1841.50, and the 1838.80, right? And this is the point of control. And as you can see, when price broke to the downside, bulls tried to ramp price up. But here, the point of control is the level where the most volume has been traded today, this red line right here. And this is where sellers are placed, right? Now, and if bulls, right, manage to break, I think with this high, there's absolutely no volume here. And it'll be quite easy for them to move higher. Let's have a look at the entire volume of the range. Let's go to the 50-minute chart. Right now, price is rallying, but I mean, that's fine. Let's have a look at the entire volume of the past 2 days, right? So as you can see, the point of control of the entire volume of today's session and yesterday's session is right here at the highs. So this is the level, or the make it or break it level, in my opinion, for a bearish continuation or a rally, right? Here is where most of the orders are placed. And it's going to be quite difficult for bulls to swipe all of those sales orders. But if they manage to do so, price is going to really, really rally. And the next level with high volume is Tuesday's lows, as I told you before, without looking at the volume profile, right? You can see that this is another zone of high volume. So this is gold for me, and anything below the 1844 to 1846.50 is bearish, right? Anything below this massive zone of high volume is bearish, right? But again, this is just my analysis. I don't know what you think about it. Anything that you want to ask, just type it on the chat. I will be more than happy to respond. Why don't we have a look at the DXY? We already looked at the DXY, and as you can see, again, the DXY is rejecting this level that we discussed earlier, right? The other market that I was going to talk about or discuss is the pound versus the yen, right? Let's go to the 4-hour chart to start with, and let's delete all of these drawings, right? So the first thing that I want to look at, or that I want to discuss, are these lows on the pound versus the yen, right? But before we go any further, let's have a look at the yen futures. The yen futures are super bearish. The yen is selling off, and it has been selling off for a while, since the beginning of the month, when it rejected again this massive level to the upside, right? um I don't see anything that's going to hold price here, but a retest of the bottom of the range, right? So right now, the yen is bearish, right? But the pound versus the yen, of course, is dipping on. I think we have a question. Oil, you want, again, you want to look at oil? Of course, SF. Just let me quickly finish up with the pound versus the yen, and uh, right. So the pound versus the yen, big level, the 138.30 to 137.95. This big zone right here is the zone that I'm looking for possible buys on the pound versus the yen, right? I mean, price action is very, very, very uneven and choppy because of the Brexit news, etc. But just technically speaking, if the pound versus the yen goes down to the and retest the 138.20 to 137.85, I said, um, and rejects this level, it'll be a good zone to look for longs, right? Again, if it breaks to the downside, we should look for retests to go short on this market. Now, this half an hour goes extremely quickly. I don't know about you, but I do feel that we just started like 5 minutes ago. So oil. Um, the last time that we're together, we were talking. I mean, we were talking about a possible rally to retest this level, the 49.80. This is Brent, right? This is Brent, and right now, I mean, price rallied to this level, rejected this level, and right now it's dipping. Um, Again, looking. I am not looking for any possibilities in oil, because I do wanna get long, but right now there is absolutely no setup, in the sense that I really would like to see a deeper pullback. But the thing about a deeper pullback, if you remember SF Lee, is that a deeper pullback would mean that the immediate, not the immediate, I mean, this is kind of a midterm bullish structure would break. But again, I don't see a problem with that. But well, I wouldn't sell this rejection, but if this bearish move continues on this rejection, I will be actually looking for that deep retracement back to the 48.20, maybe, or actually even lower. Hold on, let's go to the 3-hour chart just to get a better picture of price action, right? So yeah, I mean, if you look at price action right here, this, I mean, buying into this range I mean, it can be profitable, but if we're looking for a longer term trade, this is the level that I would be looking for right here between these, well, a retest of these highs and these lows, right? So this zone right here between the 48.20 to 47.80. So we're talking about a 3% move to the downside at least, a 3% move to the downside at least, for me to really start looking for longs in oil, right? But as a day trade, this I mean, I think that we were looking at crude oil at these levels last time, and we were looking at a possible continuation. I reckon, I don't remember exactly, but yeah, I mean, as a day trade, this was a great trade. But if we're looking for longer term holds, definitely, I'm definitely looking for a deeper retracement. Now, if that deeper retracement does not happen and oil continues to rally, right? And if it clearly breaks the previous highs, a retest of these previous highs would be, again, another good zone to look for, oil longs, Brent longs in this case. That is my thought on crude. For the time being, I really don't like price at these levels. So again, this half an hour really goes fast. Thank you for joining me, everybody, and I hope you had a great week. I wish you an awesome weekend, and I will see you back again here on Tuesday. All right. Thank you. Goodbye.